Hello everyone, welcome back to PC Guys Off-Grid Cabin, where the work is never done, but we're doing it just for fun. I got a little project I want to show you today that we're working on. Rainwater catch system. We've needed a better rainwater catch system than what we've had up here. Something before, we just had something we kind of just cobbled together that really didn't do what we needed it to do. So we've done some upgrades. Let me take you over and show you exactly what we've got going on. What we've done is installed two barrels. I've got my blue 55-gallon barrel. I've run flex hoses over to this black barrel. I've got bulkhead fittings in the black barrel so that as the black barrel fills up, the water will move over and also fill up the blue barrel. The reason for this flex pipe is because as this thing fills up, it's probably going to do a little bit of settling. And so it needs to be able to move around just a little bit, otherwise if you use solid PVC pipe there, it could crack. Okay, so we don't want that, obviously. But I also want to show you a few other things that we've done here. I've got my rain gutter up there on the roof of the cabin, and we're running it down into a 3-inch PVC pipe. At the top of this barrel, we've got another bulkhead fitting, 3-inch diameter. But I also want to show you this in particular. I've got these just stuck together because I need to be able to take them apart as necessary. I've got a 3-inch to 4-inch reducer here on here. But let me show you this. I've got a filter sock that goes in here that filters all of the water that comes off the roof. I don't know if you can see that or not, but you can see there's trash that it's already caught. And it just sticks in there. Like so. So everything that comes off the roof is filtered. I stuck a little board there just to tighten, keep that pipe on the level. I've got a water spigot down here at the bottom where I can hook water hose up to it. And with this particular area being as high as it is, I can run a water hose pretty much anywhere on the property, water the trees and whatever, and it'll just gravity feed. Over here, I stuck a 2-inch bulkhead fitting in the side of the tank, and I've got this pipe running down to the ground. And that gives us an overflow. I run out of pipe, so I got to get another joint of pipe here to take and finish the job out and go out until it can run downhill. Because this particular area is higher than what's out there, and the water will run out. What we'll probably do is take and maybe put a 2-inch check valve out at the end of it, so that it'll close up when it's not in use, and then that'll keep mosquitoes and anything else that we don't want in our water system from getting in, but it'll still let the water out when it needs to. Now also, during the course of doing this job, I discovered I also had another problem. Let me show you. When the original well, I shouldn't say original. The previous owners of this place purchased this property, and they had intentions of building a home here at one point. And they went in and they built this area up where the cabin is sitting and built a pad here so they could build a house on it. Unfortunately, and of course I wouldn't have done it this way, they decided to bring in several dump truck loads of caliche. Now, I want to show you this. Caliche is just a type of clay, and when it's wet, it takes and it's slick, and it sticks to absolutely everything. But it has a very poor water absorbency. However, when it gets dry, completely dry, it's hard as concrete. Now, what the problem with that is that because the way they slope this land, that area out there is actually higher than what's over by the cabin. That created a problem for us. Water started pooling under the cabin. We can't have that. That's going to rot out our foundation. And so what we needed to do was find a way to get it away from the cabin. So here's what I did. If you look, that ground is sopping wet right there where I'm standing. But what we did was we dug this trench out here. And I've backfilled it with pea gravel. And so I got to actually get a couple more bags of pea gravel because I didn't have enough to completely finish the job, which is why the trench is still open. However, what we did was we put this pea gravel in here, and I have some topsoil that I brought in a while back that's a lot more sandy. What we're going to do is we're going to put this sand on top of this pea gravel. The idea being is it's going to give that water somewhere to go. What we did is we dug the trench out all the way until it runs downhill. And then we'll, like I say, we'll put the sand in there. That's going to give that water somewhere to go besides just pulling up under the cabin. I have to laugh right now because, you know, I said that we don't filter out mistakes and goof ups and screw ups and things of that nature. I don't know if you noticed the camera jerked just then, but what happened? Mrs. PC Guys running the camera, she goes and steps in the hole and almost fell and busted her rear end. Now, wouldn't that have been fun to have seen on camera? All you'd have seen was the camera just go flying.
No.
No, she's over there smiling and I say like, no, because I would have put it right on the channel. Oh, well, I have to laugh at that one. So anyway, this is what we're up to right now at the place that we affectionately like to refer to as Hill 305. And there's a little small story behind that. When I first bought this place, a fella that I used to work with asked me, sir, what about flooding? Are you worried about flooding? And I says, no. I said, because I looked at a topographical map, and where the main road is coming in here, it's 250 feet above sea level in elevation. But when you turn in and you come up the hill, the topographical map shows that the area that we're standing in right now is 305 feet above sea level. So it's a significant increase in elevation. And it was just a name we pulled out of our rear ends, and so it said, okay, we'll call it Hill 305. So anyway, there's a little bit of trivia behind what we're doing here and why we call it that. Well, anyway, I appreciate you watching, and if you like what we're doing here, remember to hit that thumbs up, ring that notification bell, and please subscribe to our channel. And until next time, thanks for watching.